times in interviews before, but I absolutely adore Sam Trammell, and he is an amazing actor. And he had one of the toughest jobs on my episode that you could possibly have, and I'm not going to tease anything other than he gets to work with another actor who I just mentioned. But to do what he did during that episode, and with such an understanding of what we needed to get, it's very, very tough stuff. And we had a laugh, didn't we, Sammy?
Yeah, it was a blast. It was really fun. I mean, to answer your question about being inspired to direct, honestly, just to repeat again, our show is so huge, and for Steven to do pre-production while you're shooting another episode, then shoot our episode and act in it, and then do post, and then act in the next episode, I just have no idea how you did that. But he came so prepared. I had a blast. I had a total blast working with you, and it was a hard episode for me, and I was a little nervous, but you made me feel comfortable.
Stephen, would you do it again? Do you want to direct again?
I'd love to do it again. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I directed a couple of shorts when I was back in England, and I had my own theatre company for 10 years that I was the artistic director of. So it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I didn't think it was going to take me another 15 years before I actually did it. But I begged Alan, and he said no, and then I begged him again, and he said no. And he said, I don't do that. And so then I went back and said, can I do it? And he said no. And no. Look, he's looking very quizzical now. No, basically, it's all down to Alan, because I asked him at the end of the first season.
Yes, but Stephen also did something very smart. He asked if he could shadow one of the directors for an episode from prep through shooting through post, and you did that twice, actually. And then also, I started to hear back from everybody on the crew, you know, the DPs, the ADs, about how whenever there was a problem, a lot of times you would say, well, what if we did this? And you would have the solution. And then I said, oh, it doesn't make any sense not to let him do it. After I made him suffer for 3 seasons.
That's also why we work so well together, Stephen, because I often create problems and then solve them.